My favorite kind of videos to make are my pep talk videos, and today's video is gonna be a girl talk. Lipstick lasts longer, but gloss is more fun. How to get over first crushes, like just crushes. I was born one day and everything I did was great and I was good at everything I did, succeeded at everything I did. That's not a fun story. Budget, skin and hair care rack. How do you face creepy boys? Hi, I'm Avishi and welcome back to me oversharing for 20 minutes straight. How to deal with body image issues. I feel like my worth depends on whether I'm thin or not. I feel like this is such a common feeling because we idolize beauty so much. See, like if I'm being honest, your insecurities might never go away. Like you actually might spend the rest of your life feeling insecure about your weight or a certain feature that you have or a certain way that you look. The way that you can break out of the shackles of this insecurity is to develop other parts of yourself. Like, okay, you're insecure about your weight and you want to lose weight. That's fine. You can want and choose to lose weight, but the thing is, like, you just have to accept it, because that one insecurity, like, firstly, most people will not even perceive that insecurity of yours. Like, it's a you problem. You know, as difficult as it sounds, and it is, you will just have to get over it and accept it. Firstly, though, you will see it as a huge thing. Other people will not see it as a huge thing. Secondly, if you let the insecurity become such a huge part of what you are, and that is what goes on in your mind all the time, you will never have time to do other things. You will never have time to develop hobbies and make friends and do things that you want to do. Like, pretty privilege is very real. You do get extra opportunities, you do get more attention because you're good looking, but that does not mean that you will spend the rest of your life hating yourself for not fitting into some standard. But also, genuinely, people who have good personalities, who have charisma, who have a nice smile, who are nice to other people, those are the most likable people. And being that will also get you opportunities and attention and the spotlight. Also, I just remind myself all the time that I am not sent here on earth to look pretty. Like, my life has a bigger purpose than looking pretty, and your life has a bigger purpose than looking pretty. You can spend the rest of your life learning new ways to look better, and that's like completely fine, but do it with kindness for yourself. Like, you can't actually imagine spending the rest of your life hating yourself. Like, I remember I watched this Kendall Jenner interview where she was talking about how she has like a picture of her childhood self put up in her washroom, and every time she goes in there she looks at it and she thinks about how this is the little girl that she is today. Every time you feel bad about yourself, just think about that little kid you were and the kind of life and mindset you would want for that kid. You would never want her to spend all day judging herself and comparing herself to others, so why do you let yourself do that? There is so much untapped potential in you. There are so many things you can do if you just let yourself get out of your head and into the real world and let yourself free. Let yourself do whatever the hell you want without the constraints of, I have to be pretty and skinny to be able to do this, because you don't. We are constantly being fed with media that makes us feel not good about ourselves. We are constantly being sold products that are supposed to make us feel good about ourselves. The way to be truly free is to not give into it. To be like, you know what, I will buy makeup because I enjoy doing makeup and I think it's nice and fun to express myself, but I will not buy makeup because I'm trying to hide my real face. And I will go to the gym and I will try to eat healthy food because it's good for me and I want to lose weight, not because I hate myself. I just spent like half an hour on that and I could spend half an hour more. So tell me if you want a specific pep talk on that. I don't want to say anything. I just want to say I'm so happy and proud of you. You deserve it all. Thank you so much. I've gotten so many like itne अच्छे प्यारी messages from you guys ever since I told you guys that I got into IIM Jammu, and it's so sweet to see that like you guys are a part of my journey and me achieving something is like you guys achieving something. How to revive yourself after dumping toxic people and friends from your life. First though, it will hurt. It will hurt. You will feel empty. You will feel like there is nothing in your life and you feel like you made a mistake. But give it time. I have really learned patience this year. So many things have just taken so much time, effort, and just giving it time, you know, like just let things unfold on themselves. This is a big philosophy of mine, that problems of the mind cannot be solved in the mind. Something that you're thinking about, something that is not able to leave your head, you might not be able to find a solution to it, or you might not be able to find an end to that thinking process by thinking more and more. A lot of the time you need to just step back and give the situation time to let it unfold itself and to just like observe it unfold. Like even in this situation, now that you're separated from your friends who you know are not good for you, give yourself the time and patience for it to just unfold itself. Let yourself live life, go slow, do the things that you need to do your padhai, do your college, whatever you're doing, and let it sink in. Let yourself slowly realize what's going on. You don't need to immediately figure things out. You don't need to like immediately sit down and journal and be like, okay, this is wrong and this is wrong and that's wrong. Chances are you won't be able to figure out what's really going on in your mind unless you give it time. Do the things that you need to do, but also make time for doing little things that you enjoy. Try to make new friends if that's possible. Talk to your parents, talk to your siblings, talk to anybody who is there who you can talk to. You don't have to tell them what's going on. You don't have to tell them that this just happened. Just talk to them normally about your normal life. Let yourself like heal from it. Budget skin and hair care Rex. By the way, love you too. Okay, so recently I compiled like a lamba sa list of every single hair, skin, body product that I use. I'm gonna have it linked in all of my descriptions. It was in my pichle video ka description and it's in this video ka description. So go check it out. That's like everything I use, and all of it is pretty much like on the budget side. There are no like luxury items. If you get attached to a boy how do you deal with him if you don't actually want to get into a relationship? Firstly, don't try to become friends with him, because you will not be able to be friends with him. It will end badly one way or another. I don't know why like people don't get this into their heads, but you cannot be friends with someone you're into. Like you cannot just pretend that this is like a casual normal friendship when like one person or both people are like secretly into each other. Try in whatever capacity you can to be away from that person, not just when you're around that person but also on social media. Mute their stories and posts. So just pretend that the guy doesn't exist until he doesn't exist in your head. How to deal with the feeling of being unwanted in friendships. I am not alone but still feel lonely. This is so common. You just assume, you just look at other people's lives and see the friends that they have. Like things appear that way. That doesn't have to be how it actually is. Like you don't know the actual dynamics of their friendship, and you don't know how the other person makes them feel, how they make the other person feel. So like it's important to know that you're not actually alone in this situation, because a lot of people experience this, and I actually feel like most people experience this. But also you need to like realize that it's not a you problem. That person just not be like the most compatible friend with you. Of course you can try to make it work if you guys are in the same school or in the same class, but even when you're trying to make it work but it's not happening, don't blame it on yourself. Don't be like, I'm not likable, or this is wrong with me, or that is wrong with me. Like nothing is wrong with you. You might be an introvert and they're an extrovert and you guys are just not blending together well, but that doesn't mean that you have to like change yourself for them, or you have to pretend that you are someone that you are not actually. You will get so many opportunities to make friends. A lot of people, I feel like they lose hope of making friends, but trust me, you will have so many opportunities. Next year your class will change. You'll go into like the stream that you're taking, and then you'll meet new people there who maybe were not in your class pehle, and you'll join a new tuition or you'll join a new coaching. You'll meet people there. You'll go to college, you'll meet people there. You'll do your PG, you'll meet people there. You'll start working, you'll meet people there. There will always be opportunities for you to meet people and make new friends. Just remind yourself that I will eventually find good people and find amazing friends who like me for who I am. They might not be perfect, they will not be perfect because nobody is perfect, but you'll probably get better at like picking the right people to be in your like close friend circle, because ultimately you consciously or subconsciously are picking the people you chose to be friends with those people. How to not be awkward talking to guys and make guy friends. Basically went to an all girls school. I'm trying to think of like from the perspective of someone who's never interacted with guys and who went to like an all girls school. So if I'm thinking from your perspective, maybe like don't try to be someone you're not. Just be yourself. You don't have to be a different person around your girlfriends versus guy friends. Like it shouldn't be different. If you have to change yourself like from the way you behave in front of your girlfriends versus your guy friends, then there's something wrong going on there. Those people are not your friends then. Because I feel like girls are just subconsciously taught that they need to desire male validation, which you don't. Don't try to be the kind of girl that a guy would like or want to be friends with. Don't doubt yourself so much. Like, it'll happen. Don't be in your head too much about it. Just when you're talking to a guy, just be like, I'm talking to a person. You know, it's not a guy or a girl. It's just a person. And, exposure therapy always helps. So just talk to guys a little bit, like about your daily school life or whatever, and then eventually you'll realize that this is normal and guys are just like girls and girls are just like guys. Please, let's talk about skincare. Okay, let's talk about skincare. I don't use that much skincare now because मुझे बहुत डर लगता है that something will mess up my skin, but I am now open to trying new products because my skin has improved a little bit. The products that I use are like basic face wash and sunscreen. I don't use the moisturizer because I have like kind of oily skin, so I just use a sunscreen that also acts as a moisturizer, and like literally that's it. That's all I use. I do not put any serums or anything. Now I think I will try new products. How to get over first crushes, like just crushes. Okay, if you're obsessed with one guy, start obsessing over 5 other guys at the same time once, and then obsess over 6 guys at once, so no one person will take that much of your attention. Eventually all 6 will fade. But actually, if you want to get over a crush, especially like if you have a crush on a guy, just talk to him. Just find out more about him, and eventually you will find multiple reasons why he is unlikable. How to get over your insecurities and stay confident around your class fellows. Love you too. Pretend they don't exist. If you're in your class and you realize that whatever, like your skin is not looking good, or you've gained or lost weight and you don't like the way you look, acknowledge it. Be like, yeah, okay, this is happening. And then also tell yourself, so what, I have a pimple or something, and then walk around pretending like it doesn't exist, like nobody can see it. And honestly, like, your mind is so powerful. If you pretend it doesn't exist, it will stop making you insecure over a period of time. You just have to practice it again and again. This is not like ignoring it. It's not saying that this actually doesn't exist. It's just saying that, yeah, it's a part of me, it's fine, it's okay, it's not that big a deal. Nothing is that big a deal. You don't look like a Victoria's Secret model, it's fine. You don't have to. You're not a Victoria's Secret model. You can probably do 20 other things that Victoria's Secret models can't do. Spend your time and energy figuring out those things that you are good at and that you can do, instead of thinking about what you don't have and what you can't do. How do you study during periods? Of course, everybody has different types. What about you? Dawai, hot water bottle, and lots of food. Also sleep. Take lots of naps and have a lot of water. Like, dehydration will make your cramps worse. Eat hot foods. Avoid coffee because that's way too much caffeine and it's not good for you. It'll worsen the cramps. Okay, a little like hidden technique. Try to do like an ab workout. I know this sounds crazy, but do an ab workout while you're on your period, and it will reduce the period pain. Like, the pain will cut the pain. I'm telling you, it works. Sometimes inferiority comes along with failure. How can one overcome it, or at least not overthink? This has been like a big life lesson for me this year, because as you guys know, I was preparing for IB-MAT and JIP-MAT, and I did not make it to IIM Indore and Rohtak, and I really wanted to go to Rohtak. And you know, I had studied. I made a lot of stupid mistakes, which I realized in retrospect, but I did not get in, and it was like a heartbreaking moment. And it was like a 3-month period of me questioning everything. Like, am I not smart enough to do it? Did I not work hard enough? Like, what is going wrong? Am I not capable of this? And then I found out like last week that I got into IIM Jammu. But even before I got into IIM Jammu and Bodh Gaya, I realized that it's not because I'm not smart enough or that I cannot do this. It's just because I made a few mistakes, I didn't do the right things, or I did the wrong things. I worked hard in the wrong direction, did not work hard enough in where I should have put in more hard work, and that's why it didn't happen. And that, you know what, I'm still capable and I'm still smart and I can still do lots of great things. Like, I had enrolled in Symbiosis before I found out that I got into IIM Jammu, and even when I went there, I had like accepted it that this is not because I'm not capable. Yes, things did not work out this time, but it's okay. something else will work out. I'll do well in some other area. People say this all the time, but it's difficult to accept it. But failure is not the end of the world. Not because a thing that you failed at isn't important. Of course, you might have failed at something super important, like I did, but you need to realize that other important and good things will come along that you can succeed at. And failure teaches you so much. Like, इस पूरे entrance exam time से and like not getting in and then getting in here, it taught me so much. You learn nothing from success, you just succeed and move on. Failure is what makes the story of your life interesting. When you're like 60 years old and you have little grandchildren, what do you want to tell them? That I was born one day and everything I did was great and I was good at everything I did, succeeded at everything I did. That's not a fun story. You want to be able to tell them, you know what, I was doing this one thing and then I failed and I was crushed and I wanted to die, but then this other thing happened which I was really good at, and that's how I made my life happen. Also, exposure therapy is very important here too. Expose yourself to opportunities and experiences where you may fail. Just do little things where there are chances of you getting embarrassed, there are chances of you looking like an idiot, there are chances of you disappointing people. If you're ever wanting to do something and you think that all of this is going to come with it, do it. That opportunity is going to prepare you to do so much more. How to deal with boy drama. I think the most efficient way of dealing with boy drama is talking to your girl friends. Recently, some stuff happened. None of the guy friends in my life got my point of view, but I talked to one girlfriend who I explained the entire situation to, and she completely got what I was saying. Also, if there is some dramatic boy that you are dealing with, tell him, I don't deal with dramatic little children, okay? Be a mature person. Also, boy drama is a very wide term, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about. How do you deal with friendships turning into situationships? And by the way, how do you deal with boys? See, this is why you guys need to learn how to make better friends, because why are you friends with people who are kind of into you and then they turn into situationships? What kind of friends do you have? Like, someone else asked this too about like guy friends versus girlfriends, whatever. Like, see, like I have a lot of guy friends, but I'm friends with them because I know that we're just friends. Like, I strongly believe in women's intuition. I feel like most girls I've known just know when like a guy likes them or something. So if you can tell that, why are you becoming friends with a person like that? Oh, I saw this on Reel today where this girl was saying that I have a lot of guy friends, but none of them has ever told me I just want to be friends with you, because obviously that's implied. She said that the only people who have said that to her, that I just want to be friends, are people who clearly don't just want to be friends. So use your discretion and make better friends next time. What are those bracelets that you wear all the time? These two, if you're talking about these are from Kriti. This is an evil eye bracelet and this is rose quartz, I think. I have another one which is jade or something, I don't know. These are from Kriti. I can't find their website or anything. People have asked me this before. I can't find their website, I can't find them on Instagram, but it's Kriti. If you live in Delhi NCR, they have a store in Khan Market, they have a store in Mall of India. How do you deal with feeling insecure around pretty girls? I've just realized that like even the people that I idolize as being pretty also have like other people who they look at and are like, oh my god, they're so pretty, I'm not pretty like them. Like, everybody has that. You don't ever reach like some pinnacle of beauty. That's just impossible unless you have millions of dollars to spend on surgery. How do you face creepy boys? With violence. What would apply to people who just keep pointing out your lows? Just hit them with like one of these looks, like, are you okay? Like, is everything alright with you? Because something clearly isn't alright with you if you're going out pointing out random things in other people. And if this is one of those people who's like your friend and still gives you these like subtle mean comments, tell them that it's not okay, and if we're friends, you cannot do that to me. Lip gloss or lipstick? Lipstick lasts longer, but gloss is more fun. Dan does love to dance, but he's terrible at it, so no laughing. I don't know if this was an actual question, but lip gloss or lipstick? Lip gloss, yes. But lip gloss needs lipstick to take it to the next level. Okay, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Avishi Mish and Avishi's Coffee Shop. So much fun content coming up. I say this in every video, but like genuinely, so much fun content coming up because I'm literally moving to Jammu very soon. I actually don't know when because they haven't told us anything. So I'll see you next time. Bye.